Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and another episode of this Freemo build. Okay, as I said before, we would have to come in here and level this out, both sides. But what I didn't pay attention to was on this side, I dropped down relatively quickly over here, and it causes, these are 50-foot box cores. That's the biggest thing that's going to be in here. All right, so these 50-footers, when they come through here, they look really good. There's a lot of couple of travel right there, all right? Not so much when you pull them, but when you're pushing in, you can actually see it drops down. It dropped down a lot. You'll see I put a little insert right here. All right, so what I did off camera, of course, because there's a YouTube channel and no reason for me to show you what I'm doing on the YouTube channel, right? One day I'll figure this out. I took some 40,000 and I brought the ties up a little bit over here. I was down to, all these ties were all pinned down. So I cranked these up. I got this up a little bit and I fit the 40,000 under there, and that looks like it's doing it. If I got to go back anymore, gonna make a little whippity dippity right here. I'll have to go back a couple more ties. I don't want to go back a couple more ties. I'm fine where I am right now. All right, so that 40,000 is in there right now. Only thing holding it in there is bad tensions and an attitude problem. So, but like I said before, these tracks might not be perfectly even, and I want to level them out. So we're going to use that same 40,000 I got over here. Put this together. And I'm going to put this piece on here too. All right, I kind of was in here playing with this before, so I kind of know where everything's got to go. So what I need to do, I need to lift this up right here and slide this in. I'm not concerned about gluing this in place because this is all going to get ballast. Think that looks level. That's good on that side. All right, so we'll do the same over here, but I think this side's a little better. That side doesn't have that dip in it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a little bit longer of a drop, but it seems to be fine. You're gonna need at least two. So, all right, let me, just give me a second and I'll set you up over here, and then we'll look at that one. All right, so we're back in here. This side, for some reason, I thought was pretty level. I could use a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good right there. So we'll leave that right there. And then once all this gets ballasted up, that'll get glued down and glued in place because it'll be covered completely in ballast. And we'll go from there. That was pretty simple, right? Let me just mark that real quick just in case we lose it for some reason. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to break down this section, the track, this section of the layout, and we'll bring in the third, the middle piece, and we're going to start lining up all this stuff. All right, guys, give me a second and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so we got the other half taken down. This side's up. I got it all measured up, lined up as close as I can over here. Doesn't really matter about this section being perfect, because as long as I can move around these ends and get them to line up perfect with this, that end is fine. And that end is fine. All I need to worry about. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come in here and we're going to lay in the roadbed. I put a couple of pins in as the backstop to keep it going. As you remember, this is actually the perfect width apart for these two. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna clean this up too, because I want nice, let me make sure my, like I did on the other side, there's a good edge and a bad edge. My good edge is going on the outside. That's the way I want it. I want to have a nice edge out here. My crappy edge is going to go inside. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to clean this up. All right. You might be asking how does he hold this end up? Nothing over here. I made 2 legs on here. These 2 legs are also, these legs are held in with clamps. I was kind of thinking about using those as like for assembly. And I think I'm still going to go that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a what's the word I'm looking for? An eye bolt through it that I can just tighten them up. They'll be held in place while I get everything in place. Slide the other one in so I don't have to use these clamps. Or I might just use the clamps. I'm not 100% sure yet. But they're also going to double as the handles for the hand truck that I'm going to make for this thing. So we can mount all 3 of these together into one gigantic 500-pound pile of stuff to move in and out of the car. This thing's heavy. So, all right. The funny part is I don't know how I'm running out of this glue. I had a ton of this stuff, and now I'm running low on it. I get this glued down, and we'll go from there. This section is going to have that crossover on it. I have to figure out where it's going to go because we have stringers in here, so they're going to interfere with the switch machines. I got a really cool set of switches. They're supposed to be double throw, double pole, push button switches that light up, but I think they're not. So I got to talk to the club electrics guy and see what I got to do. If I got to put a relay in, I might do a relay. I might just go with the old-fashioned switches and throw LEDs in. All right, so lay that in. All right, so we got that one laid in. I don't want these matching when I do this, so we're gonna start lining up the other side. I'm okay with these 2 lining up because they're not next to each other. But what I'll do is I'll stagger these inside ones. You won't see them as much. I might, I don't know. I may cut this back here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see that. It's gonna annoy me. Got that little section there. We'll fill this in. I'll grab another piece. Then I grab 2. So I'll grab another piece. We'll finish this up, and then I'll show you how I clean these up. This is tedious. I clean this up with the X-Acto knife and get the edge straight, but it's going in the middle, so it really doesn't really concern me too much. Like I said before, you can use crazy glue for this. I mean, crazy glue. You can use Elmer's glue for this. You can use whatever you want for this. I just happen to have, or I happen to had, a lot of wood glue because I did a lot of woodworking. So that's what I got in hand. That's what I'm going to use. The difference between these is this actually has a longer dry time. And it's more waterproof, more water resistant than the type 1. This is like exterior for exterior. You can use this water resistant interior, exterior. The one Professional strength interior use, not really waterproof or water resistant. The 3, I think, is waterproof when it dries. I don't remember. I just push these in, and I'm pushing down the cork and then pushing these pins in all the way. Oh, that works. There's a little dot dimple in the bottom of that. Just makes it easier for me to push on. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's about 2 hours later. This should be dried, probably glued down. We'll figure it out. All right. Basically, I trimmed that edge. I basically just took the snippers and just sat in my chair and just ran them down the thing like that. Didn't really do much about it. That's actually a little bit better. All right, so basically we're gonna lay this in here. Here's a method. Don't get crazy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna that to this side. All right. So, and that's gonna go over here. So let me get these back into their respected locations, and oh, that's perfect. Just a tad hangover, just a little smidgy. Perfecto. All right, I'll do that. So I pulled the switch out. Pull the switch out later, and I'm probably going to put the switch is probably going to be about here. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do to fill in the gap in there. Probably just going to fill it in with bowels. Not that I'm lazy, but that works. I've done that before. All right, let me just get the glue. Let me get everything ready, and we'll go from there. All right, give me 1 second. All right, guys, so got the glue, got my pins all ready to go, and we're gonna start with this short piece first. Got another piece of paper towel. And we'll just get these pins in. Do the same thing over here. I'm going to start with the short piece, that side. All right, guys, so, all right, so basically this is what we're looking at. We're going to come in here and start laying the track in tomorrow. I mean, That's why I went with these. They just click right in there. These are going to go right in there like that. These are going to get glued and pinned down right here. And then we'll do the same on the other side when we get to that part. You know, it just gonna make life easier. I think. I hope. I'm not really sure. I'm really just trying to figure this out myself. All right, so basically, we put a crossover in here. I would have put a single crossover in here, but since someone had this and they weren't going to use it, and they offered to give it to me, I agreed to use it. So I'm probably going to be about here. I wanted it. I was kind of thinking about putting it here, but as you can tell, the cross members are right in the spot, so I can't do that. And if I just move it outside there, it'll give me a little tight. So I'm just going to move it forward a little more, give me a lot more room, and probably going to put it right there. So I'll figure out the trackage I need from there and the trackage I need from that side. And I'll leave these a little long, this side a little long, and I won't even put this side in. This is going to sit in here. You know, I want to make sure this sits in here nice. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this gap in here. Maybe I'll try cutting some of this down, dropping it in there. I'm not really sure. The last time I had something like that, I just filled it with ballast. I might just do that. I might just take ballast and just fill this with ballast before I put the track down. Just level out the ballast down in there and just have it done. All right, guys. I was going to go a little bit longer with this episode, but I think I'm going to call it right here. Yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification button. We're creeping up on 500, which is awesome. My watch time's coming up, which is good. You know, just click me on and let me play in the background all day. But, you know, I really do appreciate you guys. So, as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.